Hi everybody, welcome back to Healing with Love. Thank you so much for joining me. So I would like to first off start by apologizing for any background noise you might hear. It's a very hot day here today and I have to have the door open and there's a lot of traffic noise, so my apologies in advance. So let us begin. Today is a very powerful gateway. This is the 5-5 transformative gateway. It only comes around every 9 years, 555, with 2021 being the 5-year, and the 5th and the 5th. So any time beyond this point from 555, 2021, is a gateway for transformation. So I'm seeing some great transformation occurring from this day forward. So in order to facilitate this amazing transformation, sometimes we have to let go of things, attachments, things that no longer serve us. And today, I decided to do just that. I wanted to have a Reiki for transformation. To assist us in the journey, to assist us in the process. It can be a painful process to some. Some that are holding on too tightly to the old ways of doing things, it can be very painful for them. But if you're ready to let go and release, we will begin. Okay, so I have various crystals that I brought in, and I brought them in as co-creators of this video. They each contain a little bit of energy that helps us transform, and so I want to just introduce them all little by little as we get through the video. So before we begin, I would like for you to please say out loud or in your head, I accept this Reiki from Maricela. Okay, so I'm just going to start with I'm just going to do some quick Reiki symbols. Oops. Okay, and I'm going to bring in my little Selenite. I have a big one, but I think since I'm wearing Selenite here, glowing heart, here we go. So we're just going to bring in this Selenite to kind of clear the energy field so we can allow that energy to move up. And so the crystals have a nice clear pathway to move through your energetic system. Okay. Breaking it up, kind of like a shattering glass. Breakthrough. We're shattering this, think of Willy Wonka and the glass ceiling, right? We're just going beyond that glass ceiling. We're shooting through. We are freeing ourselves. Okay, so now that we got that nice and cleared out, we're going to start with, I always like to start with the root chakra bowl, because that's about being here in the now and trusting the process. So the transformation requires a trust. It's almost like a trust fall, right? So we're going to start with this. Here we go. Breathe into it from the root up to the crown. One more. Okay. Get this out of the way for now. I'm going to do a 528. As we know, 528 itself is, they call it the miracle tone, but it's very good for DNA repair. So, if I could choose any of the tones to work with, I always choose 432 and 528. Keep breathing. Do not forget to breathe. I know sometimes we can tend to hold our breath. So just take those deep breaths, deep mindful breaths. Don't let the machine do it for you. You take control and you take those mindful breaths. Right? Don't let the machine do it for you. Let yourself do it. Okay, so we got a couple things here. A few things, actually. I've got some Orgonite. Beautiful gifts from Orgonite Bliss 1111. This one in particular is for letting go. And this one has a beautiful howlite, turquoise howlite for the throat, but also for the crown. So, sometimes in this process, so I'm going to bring out Shiva Lingam. This is for all. It's all-purpose transformation, and I've got Serpentine here, as well as Warring Serpentine here. Serpentine is a great crystal for transformation. It is for the Kundalini awakening, the Kundalini process, and a lot of people are starting to have that Kundalini awakening. And in the transformation process, sometimes we have to let go of everything that we think that we know. And just trust the process and let it flow, right? We think we know it all, and we leave no room for growth. So, and sometimes the process can be a little bit painful because of the attachments to things, right? So it's almost like we're vibrating, but we're trying to hold on to something. And the more you hold on to something, the more your foundation, everything starts shaking. So it's about letting that go. And once you let it go, it's like you're shot into like space, so to speak. Not necessarily, not literally, but that allows your crown chakra to blast open. It's like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, right? You're in that glass, you're in that elevator, and the elevator shoots through the roof. And you have to trust that elevator is not just going to go out of the sky and fall on the ground, that gravity is not just going to bring it down, because you go beyond gravity. And it can be a very painful process, this transformation, right? This is the DNA transformation. So your body is transforming on a cellular level, so you feel it in your body. So a lot of people, when this starts happening, the transformation process starts happening, they feel, it's almost symptoms of like fibromyalgia, where your skin hurts, or your nerves hurt, your head hurts, everything hurts. And that's your body restructuring itself, right? Let's take the werewolves, for example, as an example of, the werewolf when it transforms. You've seen the horror movies, right? Its body is literally transforming, and that's just a fast process of what the transformation is. That's like a sped up version of it, but that's what your body is going through. It is restructuring itself from the inside out. Your brain is evolving. The brain is the left and the right brain are becoming one. They're no longer left and right. It's becoming one, and that can create those big headaches. So we got a couple crystals for the dark the dark night of the soul type of thing, right? In the transformation process, we can get a little bit sad or depressed because everything feels like it's falling apart, but really it's falling together. So we got Pneumite and Merlinite. And these are both stones of transformation. What do you need to transform? What needs to transform in order for you to reach your highest point? What do you feel you need to let go of in order to finally reach that state that you want to be in, or that bliss state, or the goal in your life, or, you know, your dreams? What do you need to release? What's tethering you? What's tethering you? Let's cut that. Let's cut whatever's tethering you. Right? So all those cords and attachments that you have that are connecting you to people, places, things, items, let's cut them. Those attachments to toxic family members, those attachments to addictions, those attachments to those old friends, attachment to those clothes that you can't get rid of, you know, those physical items, attachment to your environment, attachment to who you think you are. You want to cut the mask off. What's under there? Now, once we cut those out, I'd like to pull out Rhodochrosite. And we're going to use this to fill those holes with love. I like Rhodochrosite because it's a very loving crystal, and I'm going to use Rhodonite as well. Right in the center of the heart. That's where most of those attachments are, right? I love it too much to let it go, right? I love it too much to let it go. But you know what they say, if you love something, set it free. And if it returns to you, it was meant to be. Because the universe will always give, you have the free will, and the universe will match that. So if you're telling the universe, I love it this much and I'm going to let it go, the universe is going to return it with that or something better. So letting go is a big process, is a big part of the transformation process. And believing, speaking your truth in a tactful and kind manner still allows you to speak your truth. And sometimes maybe we don't speak our truth because we don't know how to say it in a tactful way, so we just stay quiet. And I think in that process is we bring in this beautiful Kyanite and this beautiful Amazonite to kind of clear out that throat, to allow us to speak freely in a loving and compassionate way. And now we bring in Amazonite. And this is Amazonite and smoky quartz. I also got smoky quartz here. And these are facilitators of life purpose. Where do you want to go? Right? This transformation is going to take you wherever you want to go. Who do you want to be? Who have you always wanted to be? Since you were a child. That's your true heart. And then we got lithium. I call it lithium, but it's lepidolite. It contains lithium. And this is sometimes we get into that depressed state of transformation, of fear of what people think of our new transformed look, our new transformed being. What will people say? What will people... And this is like accepting of ourselves. This helps us to accept ourselves, along with the Rhodochrosite, to accept this new us. We're not only transforming ourselves, but when we transform ourselves, we transform the world around us. So accept it. And we're going to bring out the little teddy bear, little solar plexus, tiger's eye with the Rhodochrosite, to have the confidence and the self-esteem to transform into whoever we want to be. Breathe it in. Let's clear out the cobwebs of this old you. Right? You are emerging from this chrysalis. You have had all this pain, physical, mental, emotional. It was a painful process. It was a very dark cocoon. But that cocoon kept you safe. We were safe and comfortable in our own misery. And now it's time to fly. Our wings have grown, and now we have transformed. Follow your bliss. What makes you the happiest when you do it? Do that. And I've got some obsidian here because meeting that shadow aspect and embracing it and giving it a hug and saying thank you. You taught me so much. Thank you for this journey. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, thank you for this journey. I love you. Thank you. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you. Forgive me. I'm sorry. And I want to finish this out with a little ocean jasper and some toning. Just because this will have you go with the flow, the ebb and flow, right? Thank you all so much for watching. May you embrace this transformation with gratitude for the experience. Send you so much love. Namaste.